We're here at Brands Hatch Circuit for an evening session with Track Obsession.
Right, you can't have that, young man, for a start. Gentleman here can't go out in shorts. See ya! That's too far.
Yeah, fucking hell, saucy boy. Yeah, we blew up the engine. Whoa, shit. I almost crashed it just leaving the unit. All right, cool. Welcome back to the R44 YouTube channel. Today we are in Dylan's GA. Well, this is not a GA or a GA7. This is an F87 M2. But yeah, Dylan, this is our kind of marketing, everything kind of guys car, and it's probably the cleanest car I've been in for months. He keeps it very, very, very nice. It's got every mod under the sun. I'm sure he'll show you. Got the JQ paddles, shift LED steering wheel. It's a very nice place to be. And this is where I started R44 in an M2, but it's a stage 1.5. It's just got new tires, it's gripping, and it's got good brakes. But there's one big problem with it. The suspension is locked up on one corner. So this car is running AC Schnitzer coilovers, and it has done for, we believe, 40-something thousand miles. So this car has done 45,000 miles. Dylan's had it for 2 years, and when he bought it, it was like an AC Schnitzer car, so it had all the mods, which we'll go through in a moment, already on it. And the suspension was one of them. We believe they are a KW V3. They've been so good so far, but in the recent months, they've got very noisy, and currently one of them doesn't move. So what we're gonna do now is fit some new suspension, but let's go have some fun in Dylan's car. Let's figure out what it's all about and why he loves this car so much, and let's run you guys through the mod list. Whoa, shit. Anti-lag launch, wow, all the mods. Can we slide it? So, Dylan has had the crank hub done at Evolve, so it's got Evolve Automotive pin crank hub, which is really nice. A stage 1.5 we call it, because it's pretty much like a stage 2 map, Dylan, from Mike Bull and Tom Wrigley, but Dylan's only running a Remus OPF back system, and he's kind of blown out his cats and his OPFs just to give it that extra bit of noise, and it sounds perfect. I think we're quite reluctant to change put a mid pipe on it or down pipes, because it sounds quality. It just sounds really good. It's running the titanium Remus tips. As we're driving, we're getting used to the car. We're just going to do some vibe checks before we go and strip all the car down and put some new suspension on. But let's run through the mods. So interior wise, it's a shift LED, a full Alcantara steering wheel, red shift buttons on the M1 and M2, which are quite nice, and a red start stop, which I think is OEM for M2 comp, so that's quite cool. Paddle shifters, the JQ Magtrace magnetic paddle shifters with the carbon inlays on the aluminium, which is really nice. Full M Performance interior trim set, so this M2 comp comes with some of the trims from factory. The other ones are now discontinued, and Dylan made full advantage of that, sold many M2 owners full kits, but now he's got a kit himself. So he's got the steering wheel trim, and he's got these DCT trims here, so that's quite nice. Interior wise, it's just an M2 comp, black on black interior, blue stitching rather than the red stitching to go with the Estrel blue, or no, Long Beach blue exterior color, which is quite nice. Oh, you hear that? Oh, and that one, that's the suspension absolutely bottoming out because it can't move. Let's go through the exterior mods. Starting at the front of the car, we have the GT style front splitter with the adjustable bottom that's fixed in place, which looks good. Obviously, I'm almost killing it. We've also got the Asex on lip protectors at the bottom of it, and that is a must have for anybody looking to put a splitter on their car, which is quite nice. On the front, going down the side of the car, he's got the Titan 7 TM20 wheels in a 19-inch staggered setup, and I think these are some of the best wheels on the market. They come on like a bit of a play on the E88 platform, but I just think they're super clean, not being like 2 pieces or 3 pieces. Super clean, satin black finish, PS4S wrapped all the way around them in the correct fitment. We're looking to maybe increase the front fitment depending on what the new suspension runs like. AC Schnitzer side skirts, which is quite nice. Coming around the rear of the car, again, that Remus OPF back system with the kind of link pipe, titanium carbon tips, and a Krapovich diffuser, and of course the beautiful AC Schnitzer rear wing, which I just think is different. I think Dylan gets complimented a lot about the wing. It is different. It's not your classic M Performance. It's not a massive track wing, it's something different. What else we got? Some Axon reflector deletes. We've got these really cool mods on the back from Golden Wrench, which are quite nice on the rear tail light and the wing mirrors here. Also, we missed them on the side of the car. We've got MHC Plus wing mirror covers, which are nicely backed with a 3-year warranty. That's pretty much exterior mods. I think we can now start on the engine bay, and let's run through the engine bay in a bit more detail. All right, cool. So let's run through some of the engine bay mods. You've obviously seen the exterior. One thing we didn't touch on, we've got the R44 DRLs, and I think they complement the blue quite nicely. So engine bay mods, as we said, it's that stage 1.2555455 that Dylan's got running with the OPF. He's got this full CSF cooling package throughout, which is quite cool. Something that, you know, it's a long-term builder. It's invest in the car, it will look after you pretty much. So CSF inlet manifold on the top, or manifold on the top, MMR charge pipes, and J-pipe down there, which is quite nice. Super good quality pieces for really good value. A carbon fiber engine cover, down stars and Golden Wrench throughout. Blue Golden Wrench, billet kind of down stars. Carbon bay, new shroud on there in gloss carbon fiber, which looks amazing. And a full Eventuri intake. So baller. We've had a fair few Eventuris in our time, and it's just, you can't beat them. They just look so nice. So Eventuri intake, and then having a little look at the suspension, he's currently running those AC Schnitzer shock absorbers and suspension secret top mounts, which we'll go into a bit more detail when we get this car in the workshop. But yeah, it's a very well modified, very well looked after BMW M2, and of course got anniversary badges. So very nice. So what we're gonna do now, the car's there, you can see that GT splitter looking 1010. We're gonna take the car into the workshop and we're gonna run you through what we believe the issue is. But the noises that are coming from this suspension, Dylan, I don't know how you deal with it every day. It is, he's done well to deal with it, but it's now time to invest some money, some time into the car. Welcome to the R44 workshop. So as I said previously, we're gonna get Dylan's car on the ramp. We're gonna strip the stocks, well, the aftermarket suspension off, and we're gonna look at what we're gonna install now. But have a look at our workshop. We've got our old wrap bay. We don't do any wrapping, but it's more of a handover bay, storage. Sorry about the dust. The cars are like, it's like we live in Dubai. They're all dusty. For all you paint lovers, put a little love heart on there for you. But yeah, our G90 M5, we've got a customer Jack's G80 M3. This is a full stage 2 car in for some brakes and a load of other good stuff. Really clean car. We've got Big Baz's G81 M3 that's in for like every mod under the sun. Put Dylan's car right in front of here, and then let's talk through the mods. All right, it's time to reveal the suspension Dylan's opted for his F87 M2 Comp. It is Moton one-way suspension. Look at it, it's a work of art, finished in the black with the orange anodizing, and it comes pre-installed with top mounts. So we are gonna lose the suspension secrets top mounts that are on the AC Schnitzer coilovers at the moment, and we're gonna go for the full one-way setup from Moton. First impressions, it's a really, really nice bit of kit. It's got the full setup on the front, and on the rear, it's a complete different setup to what we're currently running. It's a true rear coilover setup, which is gonna be a really nice, easy install. Just bolt it in, bolt it down at the bottom, and done, pretty much. So if you don't know Moton, we're gonna give you a little insight now. We're gonna fly over to the Netherlands where these are built, and we can learn a little bit more about the suspension. But before I do that, I just wanna say, Moton are for your everyday users, just like Dylan, and all the way up to those race guys that are looking for a 3-way, 5-way suspension setup. Hit up Moton or hit up us and we can help you. But let's jump on a flight now. Let's go meet
Kevin Hoff.
Who'll tell us all about Moton suspension.
to the AST Moton factory. This is the factory where all our components are getting made, and they're getting made in-house. We have advised Dylan to go for a Moton one-way system on his F87 M2 Competition. With the one-way system you get 15 clicks of rebound adjustment and also height adjustment, which is plenty, because Dylan likes to street drive his car a lot and goes to the track every once in a while. As soon as you do want to upgrade though, you want to get some more control over your compression, you can opt to upgrade your one-way system with an external reservoir. We hope you're going to like this set a lot, and hopefully we'll see you on the track. Thank you.
We're back in London, we're back in our workshop, and it is finally time to get this car on the ramp and get stripping of this original suspension that's on it at the moment. But yeah, we've also got these. We didn't mention them earlier. AST drop links, so a nice little addition to the ability to set this car up properly, which I'm sure we'll meet Luke from Geo by Luke at the end of this episode, and he'll run through some of the abilities that come with coilover and adjustable drop links and stuff like that. But first thing first, we're going to move the table. Sorry, Dylan. What we're going to do first thing I always do when I do any suspension job is measure the original ride height. So you're going to get some masking tape, do this on all four corners, put some masking tape there, do the same on the rear. What we're going to do, we're going to measure from the bottom of the wheel lip. Some people measure from the center of the wheel cap, but it's very difficult to find the center of the wheel cap without getting your ruler out and getting a bit technical. But what we'll do there, we'll measure it from the bottom of the lip to the bottom of the wheel arch, and this is 581 millimeters. So what we'll do is we'll put 581. We'll do the same for everywhere, and that's going to allow us, so when we put this suspension on, it's preset at the moment for what we've been advised for this car. We're going to install it. We'll look at the ride height. If we're happy with it, then Dylan's going to go drive it, shake it down. Then we're going to get the alignment done, etc., etc. If we're not happy with it, we can continue to adjust it. But me and Dylan have agreed we're going to raise the front up a little bit. We're going to try and get a 255 40 19 on the front, or a 265 35 19. Currently, Dylan runs a 255 35 19 on the front, and on the rear, a 285 35 19. And it just looks bulky on the rear. I just want to bulk the front up a little bit and go into things a little bit more. So yeah, I'm going to go around and do that now, get the stock ride height that we currently have. So if we wanted to match it exactly as it is, and that's really important. And if you are doing coilovers or springs at home or adjustable springs, it's really important to do this initially, make a decision on where you want it to, your ride height to be, and just kind of work towards that. That way you keep measuring, adjust it, and you'll learn how much adjustment gives you this much result. But anyways, I'm going to do this now, and let's get the car on the ramp. Let's get into why the suspension has failed and the reasons that we've opted for the Moton one way over grabbing another set of like V3s or anything like that. So it's not a case that these aren't a good coilover. The case is these are a closed unit and it's done over 40,000 miles on a set of coilovers on London streets, right? It's a very similar setup to the one-way Moton. It's just got a single adjustment. This AC Schnitzer coilover has the adjustment on the bottom. The new Moton has it on the top. We've got a suspension secret camber plate, so that allows us to get some camber, increase a bit of traction on the front. Again, the Moton's the same. But these are in closed units, so they're like a one-time use thing. They're not serviceable. Whereas a Moton, you can send back and get service. So that's why they're a little bit more expensive. But let's dive into a bit of servicing. You need to service your coilovers. I've got a set of Nitron R3s on my F80. I service them every year. So after a track series or a set summer season on track, I'll take them off over winter, send them back to Nitron, they'll service it. Exactly the same for Dylan and his new Motons. Once he's done with these, after a couple of years of driving on the road, he'll send them back for an overview, a service, and a re-dyno. So what can we do with these? Unfortunately, these are going to go on Facebook Marketplace for £100 and someone's going to have them and they're going to enjoy them. No, we'll probably throw them in the bin. They've had their fun, we've got their value. And the main thing is you just need to remember coilovers are for race cars. If you're on a racetrack, you're driving them fast, you're gonna get a lot longer life out of 40,000 miles on a track than you are on the road, because Dylan does 30 miles to the unit every day. But yeah, that's a lot of waffle, but that's kind of the main differences. It's not that these are bad, you're gonna get very similar results from a good quality coilover. But always think about, if you're looking at long-term solutions, then the Motons are a great option, because you can send them back, you can get them serviced, and you can really get your good value, because these are a little bit more expensive. But yeah, that's that. Everybody's on about a bit of camber. Everybody wants the wheels on that front of the car to look something like that. Of course, we all do. Suspension secrets are a great option. They're literally, they can go on your OEM suspension, they can go on aftermarket coilovers such as these AC Schnitzers. It's a simple thing of just dropping off the top mount, changing them over for something that looks like this, and then you can adjust the camber. Moton one-ways, they've included everything in the box. They know they want their customer that's buying a one-way to have some camber adjustment, because there's no point having this amazing setup when you can't adjust your camber. So lovely bit of kit, beautiful sliders, everything's machined, anodized. It's a beautiful bit of kit, and you've got the rebound adjuster on the top, which compared to these is a lot better, because these you need to either get underneath the car, you need to get the wheel off, whereas these, you pop your bonnet, you adjust the rebound and get back on track, or drive to work a bit faster. So yeah, if you're looking for like a quick drop-on solution, we actually probably have an AST Moton, a top mount available on the website, or a suspension secret, whatever you prefer. They're all made in Europe or the Great Britain, which is really nice. But yeah, super nice bit of kit. He's gonna add a couple extra mods to his car in this episode. We've got these. These are the AST drop links for the F87 M2 Comp and normal. Mate, just see that difference? This is how important it is. The car is going to be lowered. You don't want your roll bars to be like pushed down or not being settled. You need a bit of adjustment to get everything lined up properly. So these are shorter to take into account the amount of drop that's going to happen with the suspension. They're also adjustable, because you are able to adjust the coilover for that desired ride height. If you want to slam it slightly higher, you can adjust the drop link to suit. So it's not just like you have to buy loads of these depending on what your ride height. You can buy one, adjust them. So a nice bit of kit. We're going to get those installed now as well. But just, yeah, look at the difference. But anyways, let's get these on the car. Let's get everything set up, and then let's get on the rear, because I'm super excited to install the one-way rear backs. So, true real coilover, what is it? Have a look at now. These are the AC Schnitzers. You see standard spring and adjuster. That's going to give you a ride height. You've got like a helper spring and a mainspring. You then have the strut itself. These Motons are all in one: helper spring, mainspring, adjuster. So it's simple, super simple to install. We're going to drop out this, the strut bolt, this arm bolt, drop it down. We're then going to get the 3 bolts off the top, change them over, connect that, and again, Moton's really put the rebound adjuster in the right place. So instead of having to take the wheel off, we can get underneath the car and adjust it from the bottom, whereas these ones are at the top, so you have to take the wheel off and jack it up. So yeah, super cool, quite nice to have something different. So what we're going to do now, yeah, strip it down and pop the new one in and go from there. All right, day 2, Dylan's suspension. We had a bit of a a screw up of such. So if you've got an F87 non-competition, you'll have these top mounts. So they don't work with the carbon fiber brace. M2 Comp like Dylan's, you have these 3 kind of rib nuts or threaded fittings inside the top mount, which fit that beautiful carbon brace that's over there. But anyways, we're now going to install them. So I've now swapped these over, put a rough camber on them, and back on job. So we're going to start on this side. We're going to now spread the hub, drop the old suspension out, put the new one in, put it all back together, get those drop links lined up, get the wheels back on, and then head over to Luke and get this thing aligned, ready for a track day tomorrow. But yeah, we're on track in about 4 hours time, so we better get this done. The boys are active. I'm just fitting some Motons. What a day. Baby's back together. It actually looks so cool. I love just having the little M's poking out the top. So yeah, big shout out to Moton for making it so easy to adjust their one ways, because adjusting on the bottom is just a nightmare. Little small adjustments there allows us to enjoy the suspension for what it's for. So yeah, let's go now. We're going to head over to Luke's. You might not see much of this. You might see a little bit of it because me and Dylan are going on a track day now. So as we go up to Donington, which we might show you now in our F80 race car, Dylan's car is going to get the Geo treatment, and then Dylan's car will be back. And then hopefully, all going well, we should be on track tomorrow for you guys in this car, and Dylan gets to drive it for the first time, his M2 on track. So Dylan tonight is going to be practicing in an F80 with a bit more horsepower and a bit more grip and a bit more braking. And I'm going to put him in his car with no grip, no brakes, and a stage 1.255, and it should be good. So yeah, anyways, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, hold tight now for some fun.
A few moments later.
We've got to get him, mate. Come on, lad, far left, and then you can chop the apex when he's going wide. There you go, you got the fucking sauce. Now go!
Moments later.
So I'm just adjusting the rebound on the shock. We can do the top. Have you got that screwdriver or nah? We're here at Brands Hatch Circuit for an evening session with Track Obsessions. Mate, the weather's bang on. It's absolutely beautiful. It's cold, it's windy. The G8 or the F87 has made it. So we've now got the Moton set up. Geo by Luke's over there. He's just set the thing up. And we're pretty much just dialing it in. So we went out first, and I've taken 3 clicks off the front of the rebound, so made it softer, which has been good. We're just doing the rear now. We've just done 1 click down on the rear. We put some temperature strips on the brakes, so we can keep an eye on those. And yeah, let's jump in it, Dylan. Let's go have some fun.
Right, you can't have that, young man, for a start. Gentleman here can't go out in shorts. Right, and you haven't got a tie, you need a tie and iron at the front, please.
Non-race car life.
He's got a camera, no tie and iron shorts.
Good start. there's always going to be a good service on the way home. So anyways, let's run through what's kind of happened to Dylan's car. And yeah, we blew up the engine. That stage 1.255, finally the sauce has kicked in and we had a great time. Anyways, let's screw all that. We have not blown it up. We actually had a really fun time. We got here extremely late. We didn't have much time on track, so poor Dylan behind the camera didn't even get a try to drive his car. But we were able to go out with myself and Luke. We dialed in the car, just kind of using our experience more so to get the car a little bit easier for when Dylan gets on. He can then adjust it slightly for his kind of own ability. But to be honest, first impressions, really happy with everything. It's on Blue Stuff brake pads, standard BMW lines and fluid, Blue Stuff EBCs, and then it's just that Moton one-way suspension, some camber. Obviously, we put some suspension secret toe arms on the rear as well. Yeah, nice little bits of mods, no noises, nothing day to day. And I think it's important to remember, guys, these cars are for daily use. Don't try and like go absolutely ham, kinematics, everything on it, and then you're driving it to work, you've got all the noises, it's unsafe. So always think about that when you're kind of modifying your car, make sure it's safe for the road. But yeah, look, I think we had a really good time. We definitely showed Dylan's wheels some love. So yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and make sure if this video is coming out, I don't know when it's coming out, but we do have a track series live called Track Titans. We are visiting tracks around the UK, holding track events with Track Obsession. So a big shout out to them. And yeah, get booked on. I'm sure the link will be around here or in the description. Book on. The next one's at Brands Hatch. The one after that's at Donington. And the next one, hopefully, Alton Park or somewhere a bit more spicy like Cadwell. So anyways, like, subscribe, hit that bell button. We'll see you in the next one.